Here comes the finale.
Be still.
Now, my show mustn't fail.
Let's take shelter for the time being. Don't worry, one of my people will be here with umbrellas momentarily.
Step right up.
Hey, is. Damn it.
And voila! A round of applause!
Cascade!
Let the magic be! Now disappear!
Wait, Izzy, instead of artifact farming, could we perhaps do ley lines, if that's fine? Because I'm gonna be completely honest, we both kinda need it. Don't you agree? Wait. Can you hear me now, Iz?
And voila! Here comes the finale.
No. Wait, what's wrong? What'd you say excuse? Wait, I'm so confused.
Now disappear!
Ivy, shouldn't you go talk to her? Oh. Primos. What the f- I'm not even gonna lie, I am quite disappointed for your monster exploration. Let's look.
Step right up.
Committed to memory.
Casually teleports away. Damn it. Izzy, run away. Run away.
Haven't you heard? There's a strange water. And voila! Let's get this show on the road.
Cascade!
Chat, we will now be taking a short break. The break is now over. Wait. You did. You really did. See, there's a flipping chest that you have never gotten over here.
Now disappear.
Be still.
Izzy, I'm leaving the Hydro Abyss Mage to you.
Let's get this show on the road.
Izzy is. Over there. I will be taking your rainbow roses off right before I leave to do the story quest.
Step right up. And voila! A round of applause.
Be still.
Wait. Oh my gosh, wait, Izzy, you can finally get this chest because you got kicking, remember? Okay,
Kamisato R. Suiyu.
Step right up.
what's a hydro shield? Leave this to me. I just love how everything dies so quickly. Oh my gosh, down here. Let me just back.
Now disappear. Here comes the finale. Over here.
Please let this be enough. Yes, it's enough. Let's go. Oh my gosh, wait. not have good rate on single? Wait. Oh. Oh. Oh, oh, oh. Oh. Signal's piece kinda mid. Let's see how good it. Izzy, I'm gonna like quickly go kill that the pyro crab, okay? Do you wanna join? Do you wanna join me on killing it?
Wait a second, guys. So I went to enter a domain in Gitch Impact, which in turn prompts you to pick your party, and oh my god. What is this? This is amazing. They upgraded the character. Mind the daily.
Share my knowledge.
Be still.
Give me three. Give me three. Oh my gosh, I got two. Where? That sucks. But whoa, oh my gosh, later today, one more boss drop. I guess I could go crafting the insignias and the gemstones.
I have to stifle a smile every time I remember the look on my retainers' faces when I informed them of my plans today. Panic-stricken, but unable to muster the courage to say anything in opposition. Yes, this was a fine idea.
I need 15 of these and 3 gemstones. Ah, you scared me. And then I will worry. Okay. Izzy, I'm gonna like quickly go borrow all your rainbow roses, KK? Oh my gosh, wait. You see these three people? If you like walk in this vicinity, right near them, or you just walk up to them, you start a quest. I think I legit have the flipping quest. Where is it? Not that one. Yes, it was this one. Oh, once I'm done with the Rainbow Roses, I can quickly help you take out Copelia for Lynette. Oh, why am I getting... Izzy, don't fight. Oh my gosh, Izzy. Don't fight Copelia without me. Izzy, why don't we also take out Coppelius while we're here? I mean, just like take both of them out. It's gonna be easy. It's gonna be so easy. Let me just grab, Cookie, yeah. Why is your Hu Tao always on life support? Like, why? Want me to get it to full?
The more data samples, the better.
Yeah, okay. Wait, let Ayato get to full because he's gonna be the main damage dealer here. Okay, yeah, ready. Start the thing.
The more data samples, the better.
Start.
Stand with me.
The devil's back. Cascade.
Time to go.
The flip. If you look at her HP. Oh wow, that was something. We destroyed her. Anyways, the rest of your Rainbow Roses will be mine. It was so easy. Oh, Izzy, while I'm doing Linny's story quest, why don't you also do a story quest? So then you get more primos for Faruna. And what is my 4-star pity? That is sharp. Okay, chat, give me 1 moment. Oh, it's my 4-star pity is full. Oh, okay, you're gonna do the all conquest while I'm doing the story quest. Okay. What the Izzy, what vibes, like, is Fiona giving you sword or claymore vibes? Honestly, she be giving me claymore. But a lot of people argue sword. So what do you say? Is it? You don't know. Not the dead Chi-Chi. Wait, Izzy, are you on like Act 2 where, are you on Act 2 where it's like the act that's mainly focusing on Navia, aka Geo Taylor? Oh, Izzy, there's Lynette Mats by me. I like how I said that, and then I immediately see you teleport here.
Taken the bait. Yes. Now to start reeling them in.
Wait. Is this guy Numa or Uja? Hey. Damn it, he's Numa. Oh, what the f- Is it, I need you, I can't break this dude. Wait, why do I need to break him? Just... Don't you need to, like, use... There. Oh, Izzy, there's also gonna be, like, more robots by me, so... Like, the area I'm going to, there's gonna, like, it's gonna be crawling with robots. Where is it? Oh yeah, it's up here. Izzy, do you need help? Chest.
Another test subject. Suffocate.
Now disappear. A round of applause.
Be still. That's far.
Step right up.
The hunter becomes.
Izzy, I got a chest for you.
And voila.
Wait, the steak tartare, where is it? Chat, call me blind if I can't find the steak tartare. What the where is it? Oh, found it. Honestly,
This is no time for distractions.
it looks delicious.
Seriously, you have a great magician standing right here. You don't want to miss the best part, do you?
my gosh, what is she doing? Oh. But, Izzy, I just got 2 chests for you. I'll show you where they are after I grab the last bit of rainbow roses I need. Oh yeah, by the way, why are they having a staring contest? Then I know one more location, like right. Oh yeah, it was from the Statue of the Seven up. What the hell? Oh, okay.
Let's get this show on the road.
Be still.
Also, Izzy, there's a Hydroculus over by me. 50. Oh, I don't think that will be enough. Yeah, it won't be enough. Meaning I'm gonna have to farm more for level 70 ascension. I'm coming. Okay, is it after this I'm actually gonna like get started with Lenny's story quest. Where fighting these things is. Oh, it's kicking. Why are you fighting with those robots? Okay, I'm gonna go start Lenny's story quest, okay? I will be back for fountain exploration after.
Prepare to be a...
Oh yeah, I need to go, forgot about my commission thingies.
Ad Astra. Thank you for completing today's commissions. Here is your... Ad Astra Abyssa.
Okay, yes, I actually have enough white iron. Now I just need 30 of these.
So you believe that this warning letter was sent by the Phantom Weasel?
Absolutely. I've said it before and I'll say it again. The Phantom Weasel never acts as you expect. He must have faked his own death 10 years ago using a body double. Now that he's back, I'm sure the guards who worked on his case back in the day are in for a headache, but however this turns out in the end, the one thing it won't be is boring.
Couldn't agree more. As a journalist, I'm gonna get a lot of mileage out of this one. Thank you, sir, for your time. Now, whom should I interview next? Huh? Hey! What a coincidence! Fancy meeting you here. Perfect
I
timing.
feel so bad.
So, the Phantom Weasel's latest warning letter. What are your thoughts?
Yeah.
I feel so bad for the people who didn't play the
Could you prove it?
3.7 main event.
Sorry. Yes, this case is from a decade ago. I guess you wouldn't know about it. Well, not to worry. You're in good hands because I'm a professional. The story goes like this. 10 or so years ago, a phantom thief became active in the court of Fontaine. Known only as the Weasel. Nobody knew his true identity, and the authorities never managed to catch him.
Wow, cool! He sounds like one of those mysterious.
Wait, please tell me you guys can. Please tell me you guys can hear the voices, right?
Precisely. Well, except the part where they actually have a good reputation. Our Weasel targeted whatever people held dear, and no one was safe from his predations. He would just as soon steal a necklace from a rich merchant's safe as he would a toy doll given to a commoner child for their birthday. I know. The phantom thieves you read about in novels rob the rich to pay the poor, but this guy did not discriminate. Unsurprisingly, this didn't work wonders for his public reputation.
Oh my gosh,
Every man and
Izzy.
his dog wanted to see him behind bars.
Yeesh.
If you want something decent for Raiden.
Did they catch him?
Not exactly. There's a good chance that the Weasel would still be at large to this day if it hadn't been for an accident 10 years ago. A magician named Caesar fell to his death in a botched high-altitude escape performance. When the police went through his personal effects, they found a hoard of stolen loot and gadgets used for criminal activities. And that was how the Phantom Weasel's identity was revealed to all. Sure enough, thefts in Fontaine went down after Caesar's death. But today, 10 years on, the notorious thief has once again issued one of his warning letters and pasted it on the gate of the Opera Epiclese for all to see. I had to squeeze through the crowd this morning to get a photo as soon as I heard. Here, it's this one.
I cannot read that. Hey, anybody here like speak Genshin?
So, this is the warning letter, huh? Let's see what he wrote. 3 days from now, when evening falls, I shall take from you that which you hold most dear at the Opera House. Just as you did to me 10 years ago.
This is, without a doubt, a clear declaration of criminal intent. After years of laying low, the Phantom Weasel is back with a vengeance. What once seemed like an open
Is he?
and shut case has
Do
been
you
blown
think he's
wide
gonna
open
like
again.
try and take
But why
the
has he reemerged
fortress?
now? And what does he want? I sense an epic scoop, and I'm going for it.
Uh-oh. If this thief will steal anything
Izzy,
that
I
other
can't get
people
over
value,
the
does
fact
mean
that
even he might be
wait.
targeted?
Uh,
Aww. But Paimon doesn't want to get kidnapped. Well, he'd have to go through you first. You would stop him, right?
no.
Okay, the people have spoken. It's clear that the public are very concerned about the Phantom Weasel's reappearance. Let's see, I've got a photo of the letter, my interview notes. Yep, that should be enough to form the skeleton of my article. It does feel like something is missing, though.
Look at my boy.
Something exclusive. Who should I interview next? I need someone with a more concrete connection to the Weasel. Is that who I think it is?
Look at my boy.
Linny!
Magic, magician, Caesar, the Phantom Weasel. That's it. Let's go interview Linny.
No, Charlotte, stay away from him,
You see,
please.
the original Phantom Thief Caesar was a magician too. And what do Phantom Thieves and magicians have in common? They both have an air of mystery about them. Perhaps there's a connection there.
Charlotte, stay away from Lenny.
What sort of a deduction is that?
Stay away from my boy. Stay away.
My journalistic instinct tells me that an exclusive news story is beckoning. Let's go. No time for delay.
Oh my gosh, wait. Have you seen the dog with the best name in Genshin?
Wow, Mr. Magician! How did you know which card I picked?
Oh, it's simple. Come closer and I'll let you in on my secret. Magicians have a special skill called telepathy, which means we can read other people's minds.
Really? Then, what am I...
Well, first you need to relax, because I can see that you're clenching your fist in your mind, as if to say, no, I mustn't let him guess it.
Aww.
And now you're getting a little flustered. You're trying to find a way to empty your mind, to think of nothing at all. But the more you try to hide a secret, the easier it'll come out. You snuck out from home today, didn't you? You told your family a little lie so you could come out and play.
You can tell? Oh boy, you really can read my mind.
Of course. Oh, and that's the end of my performance. You should really be heading home. Remember to apologize to your family, all right? They must be worried about you.
All right, got it.
This is some
Bye, Mr. Magician.
stuff. I'm telling you, it's sus.
Hey?
Why, hello. We meet again.
Oh, why don't you guess, Miss...
Oh, please. You didn't believe that spiel, did you? The power of telepathy is quite beyond...
I'm sure that child would beg to differ. Seemed like you were right on the money.
That was nothing more than a little trickery. I made an educated guess based on his micro-expressions. That, plus the fact that he was the only kid here without his parents, and he looked as guilty as sin. He made it easy for me. You guys, on the other hand...
Wow! Got it in one! Is this more of your trickery at work?
Wait, really? No trickery this time. It was pure luck. His warning letter's been the talk of the town, so I figured that maybe you were asking around about that.
Bingo! I plan on writing a column reporting on the latest news about the Phantom Weasel.
Well, bruh, I feel stupid right now. I didn't realize Charlotte has a monocle. I feel so stupid.
So, Lenny, what are your thoughts on this infamous thief's reappearance?
To be honest, it makes me angry.
Off topic, but look at his face.
Angry? Why?
You read his letter, right? The Phantom Weasel claims he's planning something in 3 nights' time at the Opera House. That's the night I'll be performing there.
Wait. Wait.
Wait a minute, you don't think he's after you, do you?
Paimon read my flipping mind.
Well, if he is, then his warning is clearly a direct challenge to me personally. And if he's not, then it's still going to be a huge headache for me. The mere mention of the weasel's name is enough to scare people off.
My gosh, I remember
So once
the
the
last
contents
time
of that letter get out,
Lenny
barely
was
anyone will be
performing
showing up
and
to
then
watch my
it
show.
went south.
But
Oh
I've
my
been
gosh.
preparing for this for a long time. I'm not about to let him ruin my big day. This leaves me with only one choice. I have to expose the Phantom Weasel's identity before the show begins.
Really? So what you're saying is, we might get to see a live duel between a famous magician and an infamous thief? Wow, This has exclusive written all over it.
To be
Okay,
honest, I'm not sure
Charlotte,
if I'll emerge
I'm
the
gonna be
victor.
honest.
The
Charlotte and
Phantom
Fiona
Weasel
would
is a
be
notorious
great
crook,
friends.
infamous for his
Because
inscrutable
they're just here
methods.
for the tea.
You're being far too modest, Linny. I think your magic tricks are even more inscrutable than those of a thief.
Thanks for the compliment, though I have to say, I don't care much for the comparison. A lot of people liken magicians to thieves because we both have the ability to make things disappear without the person noticing. But there's an important... Allow me to demonstrate with a quick magic trick. Here, I have a flower. Just an ordinary flower that was picked not long ago. Watch it carefully now. 3, 2, 1.
Izzy, he stole your Lynette mats. Izzy, look at... Oh my gosh, Izzy, look at Paimon's expression.
It's gone!
Paimon, why the flip you smiling?
That's the question. Where did it... Therein lies the difference between us. Thieves make precious things disappear, but only magicians make them reappear. If I could now invite you all to check your clothes, there might be a...
A surprise? Let me see!
What the
It's right there! But how? You haven't moved this whole time!
Hi.
What an outstanding trick! Sorry, Linny, it seems that my previous praise was woefully inadequate. Clearly, magic is the superior art form to theft.
Don't worry, I didn't take offense. I just wanted to take the opportunity to perhaps change some of the preconceived notions you might have about magicians. Since Caesar's death, a lot of people associate magicians with criminality. It can be quite frustrating.
I can imagine. Coming back to your trick just now, might I presume that you are well versed in floral symbolism? For example, magicians often use rainbow roses in their flower-related performances to represent passion and romantic encounters.
Wait.
But you used a lyneys spell, which, if I'm not mistaken, allude to separations. I'm curious to know if there was any deeper meaning behind this choice?
Impressive knowledge. It's no wonder you're such a successful journalist. But I'm afraid I don't know the first thing about floral symbolism. I'm just in the habit of using lyneys spells in my magic. It sounds like something I should look into, though. I'll buy myself a copy of Fontaine's Floral Language Facts when I have some time. But it'll have to wait until this Phantom Weasel business is behind us.
Well noted. In that case, this brings us to the end of our interview. I, for one, am looking forward to the final showdown between you and the thief.
Wait, are we
Please feel free
taking
to
him to
get in
court?
touch to update me on any further developments. Otherwise, I will of course see you at your show in 3 days' time. But let's hope the Phantom Weasel is caught by then. If there's nothing else, I'll be off. You've given me lots to work with here, and I've got no time to lose if I want to write that exclusive piece. I'll see you all later.
Please say we're taking this weasel to court.
So, Linny, are you...
I'm afraid that's my...
Aww. Well, magicians... You feel it too, right? So itchy!
Not so itchy then, huh? Well, since you're so concerned, how would you like to serve as my temporary magician's assistant and help me investigate?
Lynette be like Linny, am I? What am I? Am I a flipping cockroach?
Also, it'll bring us one step closer to figuring out how that darn trick is done. Shall we go for it?
The first thing we need to look into is who Caesar really was. If he truly was the Phantom Weasel, that means that the Weasel is dead, and whoever wrote this warning letter is just a copycat criminal. But if he wasn't the Weasel? Well, that'll make things more interesting. It would mean that the Weasel lives, and he's been laying low all this time in some corner. And if we're investigating Caesar, his fiancée Gemma is a good place to start. Word is that she visits the cemetery often, so I asked Lynette to wait for her there. We should make a move. Let's go and rendezvous with Lynette.
Izzy? We are going to see someone very special. Oh my gosh, wait, I'm crying. I don't. To Poisson I go. Why does that sound so much like croissant? Wait, don't get into any combat just yet, okay? We are going to go see someone very special. Okay? Wait. Oh. This looks disgusting. But, thank you, Waterozan. I'm speechless. Izzy, can you see the special person I'm talking about?
You took your time.
Sorry. I bumped into the Traveler and Charlotte en route, and we ended up chatting for a while.
It's been a while, Lynette. We're working as Lenny's temporary assistants in the investigation of—
Thank you. It's good to have you helping.
So, what's the situation? Have you seen—
Nope. I've been here a while, and she still has—
How bizarre. Maybe— Well, we won't get anywhere by standing around waiting. Excuse me, good sir.
Gemma? You mean Caesar's fiance?
I'm just trying to get a hold of her because I need her help with something.
Yeah, she does. Poor thing. Ever since Caesar passed away, she's been coming here once every week to clean his grave. Often, she just sits there in front of his headstone. I asked her what she was doing once. She said she wanted to speak to him. She knows he's gone and can't hear her from the grave, but she just likes to spend time there, telling her fiancé all about how her life is going.
And she's been doing this ever since Caesar passed away?
I'll bet. Caesar's reputation fell apart after his identity was revealed, so no one else visits his grave. Gemma's the only one who still thinks about him after all these years. I don't know if the mind lives on in the waters after death, but if it does, I'm sure Caesar must be from honest. I think this is all so unfair to poor Gemma, her fiancé. Anyway, all of that said, she's running later than usual today. Normally, she'd be sitting in front of his grave by now. Well, that's everything I know, I'm afraid. You might have more—
All right, well, thanks for sharing all of this with us. We'll keep—
You're welcome.
Did you hear the news? They're saying the Phantom Weasel's—
You're kidding. Wait, isn't he dead?
I don't know anymore. All sorts of news flying around nowadays. I can never tell what's true and what isn't. But what if, just hypothetically, I mean, what if this Weasel's the real deal and Caesar was framed?
Called it. Seriously, 10 years ago, on the day it all went down, I said to myself, you know what? This guy's been set up. The Caesar I knew was a good guy. He gave balloons to children on the street, for Pete's sake. What, are we supposed to believe that he was a balloon?
Oh, please. Weren't you the one cursing his name to high heaven when the police announced the news? You were all, that gosh darn lousy son of a, you think you know a guy, or words to that effect.
Wait, did I say that? I don't seem to recall.
Hello there. Sorry for disturbing you, but I couldn't help but notice you were discussing— We're actually quite interested in this topic as well, but we're struggling to get to the bottom of it. Do you think you could spare a moment to tell us a little bit about Caesar?
You've come to the right people. Yep, I was there. Back when Caesar used to perform magic tricks on the street. He was a great magician. The best trick I ever saw him do was pop a transparent balloon, only for a whole bunch of doves to fly out from the inside. I was right up close and didn't blink or look away once. But for the life of me, I still don't have the faintest clue how he pulled it off. Really incredible stuff.
I saw him perform too. He always used to bring some gifts along for the kids who came to watch his show, and he'd hand them out after he was done. Sometimes, he even got the kids to write their wishes down, and then he'd make the items on the wish list appear in his next show.
Huh. He doesn't sound like such a bad guy.
But after he died, there were also rumors that he used the wish list to find out what was precious to people, with the intent to steal it later. As I'm sure you know, the Phantom Weasel would steal just about anything from anyone.
Whatever the case, now that the Weasel is back, Caesar's become a hot topic once more. I bet Gemma must be pleased. If Caesar's name gets cleared, maybe it'll finally give her some solace after... No, speak of the devil. That's her over there. If you've got any more questions about Caesar, she's...
So that's Gemma. Is it just Paimon or... Wait. It looks... Hi there. You're Gemma, right?
Who's asking?
Don't be afraid. We mean no harm. It looks like you're injured. How bad is it?
Thanks for your concern. But you didn't answer my question.
My name is Linny, and this is my sister Lynette.
My name's Paimon, and this here's the Traveler. We're investigating
The Weasel posted a warning letter this morning. If he still lives, that means that Caesar was falsely accused. You knew Caesar better than anyone else. So if you're willing, we'd love to hear what you think about it. I promise you can trust us. We won't...
I never believed that he was the Weasel.
Huh. I suspected as much. Okay, so going back...
No. Not that I know.
Got it. All right.
If you don't have any more questions, please leave. I want to be alone with him.
Judging by the look on her face, there's definitely something fishy about her.
She's lying. She definitely knows something.
That's fair. We're just a bunch of strangers who showed up and started questioning her about things that happened a whole decade ago. In any case, I doubt we'll get any further here, so let's call it a day. Meet me outside Hotel de Boer tomorrow, and then we'll start the next step.
I have the sudden urge to just like... No, she's no longer there. Wow. Totally not shove an arrow in her eye till she answers my question. This girl named Gemma. The light. No, I like playing in the dark, okay? I'm not a flipping vampire. So this is
I wonder what my
2
dear
days.
sister Lynette is doing right now.
Please, no spoilers. I really...
Over here.
Wait, minor question. Do we take the Weasel to court?
Lynette's not about joining us today?
May I
I've had
ask,
her follow
do we
Gemma
take the
and see if we
weasel
can
to
make any
court?
inroads with her. They should be at a cafe right now. Still, I don't think that Gemma's likely to open up to us. Today, we'll be looking into a guy named Lorenzo, Caesar's former pupil and assistant. When Caesar passed away, all the stolen goods discovered in his home were confiscated and returned to their rightful owners. But Lorenzo was the only one privy to all his magic secrets, and he inherited his craft. Before long, Lorenzo was the next big magician in town, his fame surpassing even that of his master, and it made him very wealthy. He's since left the magic scene, though, and these days, he's a wealthy businessman with his fingers in a lot of different pies. I had to pull a lot of strings, but I managed to get him to agree to a couple of drinks with me. Be warned, though, I hear he's got a hair-triggered temper. We'd best be careful.
I don't want to judge Lorenzo, but like, if he gets angry easily, then what's the use in talking to him?
You neglected to mention that you were bringing 2 other people with.
My apologies. These 2 are my assistants. When they heard that I was meeting with the former magic maestro himself, they begged and...
Oh, forget the pleasantries. Just sit.
I already hate this guy.
Get a load of this guy. Forget the pleasantry.
I only agreed to meet since we're both magicians. Do me a favor.
Much obliged, sir. As it happens, yesterday morning, a warning letter from the Phantom Weasel appeared on the entrance to the Opera House. He claims to be planning something for the same evening that I'm scheduled to do a magic show there. As such, I believe that I may well be his target. I have to get to the bottom of this to ensure that my show can go ahead as planned.
I don't hate Lorenzo as much as Azar, but he's like definitely second place for people I hate.
Investigate? Caesar was the weasel and he's been dead for 10 years. So what if some sick creep thought it'd be funny to write a warning letter? It changes nothing. Are you trying to tell me you actually bought it?
Please, sir, no need to get so worked up. I do concede that a copycat is but one possibility.
Possibility? It's a fact, Linny. Look, my patience is limited, so listen carefully while I'm still willing to put up with you. The weasel is dead. Period. Everyone knows that, so do yourself a favor and quit this investigation. It'll lead you nowhere. Look, if this affects your magic show in any way, I will personally compensate you for any losses.
Oh, sir, I'm honored, really. But this isn't about finances for me. My pride as a magician is what's at stake here, Lorenzo.
How dare he talk to Linny like that?
Copycat or not, this person has thrown me the gauntlet, and I must meet their challenge head on.
Your pride? Don't mince words with me, boy. Just tell me, what exactly are you seeking to do?
I want to find out the Phantom Weasel's true identity. I have to know for myself what really happened 10 years ago.
What would that accomplish? And what do the events of 10 years ago have to do with you, anyway? Look, you of all people should know that a magician never reveals their secrets. And in any case, dead men don't talk. So if you really care about your magician's pride, then you'll forget about Caesar and move on.
I really hate this guy.
This is getting
I really hate him.
Lorenzo? Is that? Oh, it is you! I know that big, booming voice anywhere. What's up, my man? Want to grab a drink with me?
Another day, I'm busy.
Oh, come on! You can't be all business all the time. You know what they say?
I swear, if someone actually likes him, then I'm about to lose my mind.
You gotta learn how to kick back and relax once in a while.
If I wanted your life advice, I'd ask for it. Now get out of my face and go be drunk somewhere else.
Sorry, my good sir. I don't believe I've had the pleasure.
Oh, hey! Edmondo. He and I are business pals. We worked together a bunch of times. This is your first time meeting him? Oh, he's always like this. Foul-mouthed and hard-nosed. Never heard a kind word out of this guy the whole time I've known him. And he wonders why he can't get a girlfriend, despite being, what, pushing 40, 30, something? Anyway, point is, a lot older than when he first got rejected by the girl he was into. And he's still into, from what I hear.
Shut up and get out of my face. Another word out of you and you can forget about doing business with me ever again. Do I make myself clear?
Sorry, I may have had a little too much to drink. All right, I'm gonna leave. Don't work too hard.
Poor
I think it's high
Edmondo.
time I made a move as well. If you really want to investigate this, Linny, be my guest. But if nothing good comes of it, don't say I didn't warn you.
Well, that fell to pieces in a rather spectacular fashion. Any thoughts?
Totally. And what was all that about compensating you for your losses? Why would someone you just met make an offer like that?
Why do I feel like...
And not like Gemma. She was a little suspicious, but this guy's definitely covering something up.
Why do I feel like
I think so
that
too.
at Lynney's show,
We need to look into Lorenzo more closely. That guy Edmondo seems to
the
know a thing or two about
Phantom
him.
Weasel
He
will
only just left.
try
Let's see if
to
we can
attack
catch up with him.
Lynney or Fremine or Lynette, which is why Lorenzo is willing to make compensation for any losses. I just have that feeling. Cause like, why would he just offer compensation for any losses so straight up? Also, I've been avoiding like so many spoilers for this quest. Like ever since Fontaine came out, and everyone did the Archon quest on day 1, including myself. I unlocked the story quest, but I was waiting till like I started streaming.
You okay there?
Who are you? Oh, it's you guys. Don't worry about me. I said way too much back there, didn't I? Yeah, I nearly talked myself into complete financial ruin. Note to self, no more drunken chats when Lorenzo's around.
So, he was serious about threatening to cut you off? I knew he was a bad...
Hey! Don't go prying into Lorenzo's personal affairs. Bad things happen to people who ask too many questions. Or make an enemy out of them.
What kind of bad things?
Don't even ask. I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to cut. And take it from me, trouble with Lorenzo is one thing you don't need in your life. You saw him flare up back there. I don't know what you said to him, but clearly it touched a nerve. That's not a good sign. You're too young for this. Don't get in over your head. I'm leaving.
I think I may know who the Phantom Weasel is.
Shh. I think we're being watched. Don't say anything and don't look back. Any altercation in the city will attract the guards. We better take this elsewhere.
Okay. Bye, and I will enjoy. Have a great rest of your night or day.
You followed us a long way. Why don't you...
So you're Linny. And where's your sister? Ain't she with you today? Save us the trouble and go fetch her for us. Let's not drag this out.
What the flip? Like the tone of your voice, mister! Who sent you, huh?
Save your questions, missy. You ain't gonna need answers where you're...
Looks like we can't avoid it. Now, I'm not the strongest fighter, so I hope you're ready to back me up.
Don't worry, we got...
Give me trout. Wait. What's my actual... Oh. Nope.
Witness the power. Go.
Kamisato up. Suiyu.
Step right up.
Curses. They're tougher than we thought.
Vision wielders are always trouble. Intimidation ain't gonna work like it did.
Come on, let's scram!
Hurry, wise guys! We ain't through with... Oh, they got away! Did you catch what they said? Just sounds like they just wanted to rough us up as a scare tactic. And they've already done it to someone else. You're right. She was injured when we saw her yesterday, and she acted like she had something to hide. Maybe she was too scared to tell us the truth because those guys had threatened.
Well, if that's the case, she should be more willing to open up to us when she learns that those thugs won't be bothering her anymore. Let's head back to the cafe and see if we can get any information from...
Lynette?
Gemma?
You again? What?
We just ran into the men who've been threatened, so you can...
What? Why? I didn't tell you anything. Why would they come after you?
Sounds like they're no strangers to...
That's putting it mildly. I know them all too well, and I hate them with every fiber of my being. It's been 10 long years, and still every time I try to look into Caesar's death, they show up and warn me not to do anything stupid. How do I know I can trust you? Do you really think you can get to the bottom of it all? And why are you doing this?
I'm afraid I can't reveal all the details just yet, but I can promise you this. I will, because you see, this is a personal matter of the utmost importance.
Okay.
I've heard that Caesar used to have a magic workshop where he kept a lot of his personal effects. If possible, I'd like to take a look at them. Do you know where it is?
The Fleuve Sonde. But the place was sealed up by the police after his death, and no one's been there since. I also know that the Fleuve Sonde is dangerous territory. Lots of hostile groups lurking around.
Understood. Lynette, you stay here and take care of Gemma. Don't let her come to harm.
Got it. But if I'm staying here, I'm ordering dessert.
I mean, bon appetit. But stay sharp, too. They're likely to come for you while I'm away.
Okay. Alright. Power saving mode off. I'll start taking this more seriously.
Wait, why the hell?
No more free coffee for me.
With me here, nothing will happen.
Is it underground? Oh, it is. Oh my gosh. Izzy, you came so late. You literally came so late.
If Gemma gave us the right location, then the workshop should be right nearby. Looks like these boxes are blocked. There we go.
Level 90. Yeah, this works. But I'm gonna like get my cookie because
Wait for my signal.
Is it you do not know how late you have been? I need this bow. Ah, flip, wait.
So this was Caesar's workshop. Nothing suspicious here, just normal magic props. Let's head in further. What was that? Oh, is this one of Caesar's gadgets? Guess we must have triggered some sort of device. I see everything. Our bond is strong. Whoa. Look. The doll in the box is glowing. There's something written on the card on this doll.
Stand with me.
Wait, Izzy, this was in the trailer. Don't you remember?
Looks like we've reached the end of this route. Shall we try a different one? These magic boxes are moving. What do we do?
One of them looks different from the rest. Let's investigate.
Wait, why am I spawning two cats? That constellation, Nini can have 2 green Malkin cats present at once. Additionally, prop arrows will summon 2. Izzy, I need to see one Linny. that one. Following it, following it. Shoot, I already lost it. I'm gonna click. Damn it. What's wrong? Why are you saying help? Oh, that scared me.
That's weird. Have we reached the end already? There's nothing here. Maybe this was a wasted trip.
This place seems a little too ordinary for a magician's workshop. There's a distinct lack of mystery. We've triggered quite a few devices on the way here. I'm starting to wonder whether Caesar built this whole place as one big, elaborate magic contraption. If so, then there must be more to this place than meets the eye. Maybe a hit... Aha! If I...
A secret passage with...
I'm a magician too. And apparently, great minds really do think... Looks pretty big inside. Disappear! Right up.
Why have you stopped, Lenny?
Huh. It just looks familiar somehow. Let me check this out for a second while you guys... If anyone makes a major discovery, let...
All right. See you.
But I'm so confused. We've got to finish it in one run, huh? I nearly had it. No, damn it. I hate these puzzles so much. No. How did I already lose? What? I cheated the puzzle. Let's go, I cheated the puzzle.
Wow! There's a hidden room here! This book's thick as a brick!
At one of my shows a few days ago, a child asked me how I pulled candy out of my hat. As a joke, I told the kid that the hat has a built-in wish-granting machine. Next thing I know, today a whole bunch of kids were pestering me to pull all sorts of things out of the hat. So I told them another white lie. The machine needs time to power up, but in the meantime, you can write your wishes down. Well, they took me up on that offer, enthusiastically. As I write this, I've only just got back from running around all over town, buying the things they wanted. Boy, are my legs sore. I wound up saving very little this month, but that's not a major issue. I now have a bigger problem. How am I going to hide all these things inside my hat?
2 children came to talk to me after today's show.
Wait.
I don't know why they were out on their own. They looked much too young to be unsupervised. I do hope they got home safely. Anyway, they said that they wanted me to teach them how to do magic. It's not uncommon for children to ask this, of course, but I've never seen any of them as serious about it as these 2. I told them that learning magic is very hard work, but that didn't faze them at all. It's like they already knew. They seemed so committed. I couldn't turn them down. It seems like something's bothering Lorenzo lately, but he won't open up to me about it. Surely he's not upset that I agreed to teach those 2 children. I'll have to talk him around. I have a good feeling about those kids. They're naturally talented, and it seems like they're not new to the world of magic. They have all sorts of fantastic ideas. All I'm really doing is helping them develop a more professional standard training plan. They wanted to call me Master, but I told them they absolutely mustn't. Any magician worth their salt could have taught them what I have. They're the geniuses here. Compared to them, I don't deserve to be called any sort of master. With time, I have no doubt that they could become far greater magicians than I. My only concern is why they're so mature for their age. I fear they've had to grow up too fast. I don't dare to imagine what they must have been. Gemma thinks so too. She doesn't like being around them. Says that their eyes are too piercing. They don't bother me, but then again, I've never been the sharpest tool in the shed. It's nearly time for me to go on tour. I asked the 2 kids if they'd like to come with me, but they shook their... I once overheard them talking about their father and their mission. Sounds like their parents have other plans for them. I guess we'll be part... It's only been 10 days since I first met them, but I think that I've gotten a feel for their person. They're very tough, but also very cautious, and they trust no one but each other. This, I fear, is not a good habit. They hide things from me too. For example, when I asked them where they live and why they wanted to learn magic, that's the thing about children. Whenever they're trying to cover something up, I can sense that their lives have been hard. Possibly even dangerous, too. Then, after thinking things over, I decided to tell them a bit about how I see the world. It's full of lies and falsehoods. And that is why we must find our own truth.
Izzy, Caesar is the dude that taught Linny and Lynette magic.
P.S. I hope they won't find my nagging annoying. Children are so opinionated nowadays. P.P.S. Maybe I'm overthinking this. Children aren't interested in grand philosophy. Oh,
Izzy.
Caesar. Just mind your own business.
Two magic geniuses with a father and a mission, huh? Sounds a lot like he was writing about Linny and Lynette. So did they meet Caesar when they were...
Lenny.
Linny?
Shh, hold that thought. As I expected.
Fishy?
All in good time. Before we go over our new leads, first, the magician slots themselves into a magic box in full view of the audience. The box is then suspended high in the air, and at this point, a dummy will fall out of the box, but it looks real enough to grab the audience's attention. Meanwhile, the real magician, who has by now blended into the crowd, waits for a good moment to make their appearance. Oh no! Is that...
Very vivid description. Paimon can...
The audience's gaze then turns to the magician, and by the time they realize what's happened, the dummy has vanished. Of course, that's just how I think the process should work, theoretically. The inventor of this trick never performed it successfully. When the box opened, Caesar was the one who fell out, and not the dummy. He fell right to the ground from the highest point of the opera house. No one could hope to survive that fall, and no one else has ever attempted this trick since. My understanding of how it works is just...
So Caesar's famous high-altitude escape has never been done, huh? Paimon was about to say how cool it would have been to see it in person, but... Wait a second. So if a dummy's supposed to drop out of the box...
Glad you asked. That brings us to... This box right here is the one that Caesar constructed himself to use in the performance. And it's not as simple as... Once the magician's inside, and the box is lifted up into the air, the audience's view of the box is fixed at a certain angle. From where they're standing, they have a clear view of the front, sides, and bottom. But the back and the top are now no longer visible. At this point, the magician presses a button inside the box, opening a secret door out of view. He then escapes through this trap door onto the opera house roof, waits for the dummy to fall and distract the audience, and quietly returns to ground level.
That's way simpler than Paimon imagined.
Well, there's a little more to it than that, of course. The hardest part of this trick is controlling the audience's mood and reaction. There's the falling dummy, the miraculous reappearance, the pompous performing. Maybe the magician would even have themselves tied up before it begins to strengthen the impression that there's no escape. Many days and nights of careful research and painstaking practice would have gone into this, all culminating in a performance just a few minutes long, but one that still manages to transform the shock and grief of a tragic accident to the joy and laughter of a mesmerizing magic. Caesar was a highly accomplished magician.
So, how did it go so wrong?
I can make a pretty good guess. I looked into the case files. The magic box Caesar was using at the time of his death had the secret button I mentioned positioned on the right-hand side. And, sure enough, he always used his right hand as his dominant hand in public.
Okay.
But here's the strange thing. Most of the devices in this workshop have the mechanism on the left-hand side, including this box right here. Which leads me to believe that's because a magician can't afford to have their most basic habits stand out too much. People naturally focus their attention on the most important details but a magician needs to be able to redirect an audience's attention at will, so as to avoid arousing their... The essence of magic is getting people to believe a lie. If even the truth raises eyebrows, the falsehoods become all the more difficult to mask. And so, Caesar trained himself to use his right hand to align with his audience's expectations. Great magic always requires sacrifice, but in his most stressful and nerve-wracking moments, and when no one was watching, reflex would kick in and he'd use his left hand. That's why he set his gadgets with the... Exactly. I think that's likely what happened. Caesar would have been under a lot of time pressure during the escape. He'd have had mere seconds to open the hidden compartment, but I'm sure he was confident. He would have rehearsed countless times to the point where it was second nature. He'd barely need to think about what he was doing because muscle memory would guide him through. So he opened the compartment, took out the dummy, checked everything was in order, and then went to leave. With his left hand, he reached for the button, and suddenly, his heart, much like when you reach for your keys but find your pocket empty, his mind needed a moment to process. Instinctively, his left hand would keep feeling around for the missing button, maybe for another second or two, until the bottom of the box gave way. With the stakes being as high as they were, just a 2-second delay cost him everything. The authorities would find nothing suspicious.
But in reality, someone switched the boxes. But how would they be able to make the switch without being...
It would have to have been someone who knew that he was left-handed, and who could move his props. Isn't that right?
You just couldn't let sleeping dogs lie, could you? There's not a lot of people who'd go to all this trouble for some magician, but I gave you your chance. I hope...
You mean Gemma? So you are the one who's been threatened?
Yes, although however stubborn she might be, she was never much of a liability. But you people, you never even knew him, but for some reason you just wouldn't drop it. Which is why you can't leave this place.
Do your worst. Prepare for trouble.
Make yourselves at home. Hey! Lightning, purify! Our bond is strong.
Mind the deluge.
go on the road! Step right up.
Did you see that?
Had enough yet, Lorenzo? Your cronies can't help you now. I think it's high time you started talking, and what I'd...
If I had a Mora for every time you said that man's name. Of course you idolize. He was just an amateur who did cheap tricks for gullible children. I was the one who made magic into the fine art it is today. The aristocrats doffed their hats to...
So it was jealousy.
Jealousy. Hatred, more like. I hated Caesar. All he cared about. He poured everything into his street performances and his stupid tours like it was just a hobby to him. Never bothering to think about Mora. What sort of fool devotes their life to the art of deception
Lyneys'
and never has a Mora to show
eyes.
for it?
I'm not something, sure.
But the people loved him, didn't they? Oh, how they looked up to him. No one gave me a second look. Amazing. Yeah, so amazing that he was completely broke. Every other apprentice was living it up at their master's expense, but no, not me. I put in all the work, mastered all the skills, and it brought me nothing more than... He forbade me from using magic to trick people out of their Mora. There was nothing he hated more than... And with his reputation in Fontaine, it was too risky for me to go it alone. As long as he was alive, if I dabbled in my own brand of money-making magic, he would expose me. I had to kill him. There was no other way.
And this was your only motive?
It was reason enough. What other
Well, I was under the impression that there might have been other factors at play. For instance, maybe you were in
love with Gemma.
Guess I was wrong about that then.
I am. Caesar was so strict with me. I never bought into any of that. I was more interested in the practical value of magic.
Oh, yeah! Charlotte told us that the weasel would steal whatever people valued, no matter how much he was worth.
That's just how it looked from the outside. What would any thief want with second-rate loot? I've only ever targeted high-value items. I stole cheap things as a way of practicing my craft. It was other people's overactive imaginations that conjured up the preposterous image they then dubbed the Phantom.
So, that's the story, huh? Well, I hope you're ready to tell it all over again during your trial.
What choice do I have? You're a pack of wolves, and you've got me between your jaws. You've seen what's here in my life. So be it. I've enjoyed power and wealth for the last 10 years. The likes of which Caesar could never give me.
Very well. In that case, Traveler, Paimon, keep an eye on Lorenzo for...
Is he not me silently laughing over this butt cheek over here dying? Also, Izzy, the gods, so like the bodyguards that Lorenzo sent after us, they said to Linny, "Where's your sister? Why don't you go fetch her for us?" Immediately whips out a bomb card. What did you say? Yeet. They're dead.
Lily has told me the whole... Lorenzo, do you confess to the murder of Caesar?
Look who's finally developed a conscience. What kind of disciple murders their own master? I hope it was worth it, because there'll be hell to pay.
Looks like it's all over. What What should we do next, Lenny? Should we start preparing for your...
Let's rendezvous with Lynette and Gemma first. With Lorenzo in custody, Gemma will no longer have...
Good point! We should go tell Gemma the good news right away! It'll give her...
Izzy, we're gonna go see Lynette again. I'm gonna go see Lynette again. You were so late. It's like when you said Lynette, it was when I was just talking to the NPC version, not the story version. Did you complete it?
Ah, you're back. You were so quick. I've only just finished my third dessert.
What? Look what Lynette said. Izzy. Look what Lynette said. Hello, Poochie.
Your third? Lynette, come on. We've talked about this. Everything in moderation. You're not going to have any room left for dinner now.
That's fine. I'll shift to exercise mode and jog off the excess sugar.
That's besides the point. Well, it's done now. But try to eat a more balanced diet in the future.
Point taken.
Did everything go okay?
Of course! Lorenzo was no match for us.
Gosh, that's amazing. I'm sorry, I still didn't know if I could trust you. I had my suspicions about Lorenzo, but...
It's okay, we understand. He did threaten you. Paimon would find it hard to trust strangers in your position too.
You should have seen me beating up a dude that I hate. He's like second place on my hate list. Azar's still first. Oh, how much I would give just to make Azar suffer.
You don't need to be scared anymore. Everything...
Sorry. I always wanted to report Lorenzo. He took all of Caesar's property, which I found suspicious. But I had people watching me all the time, so I couldn't risk I was so afraid. I was scared he'd do something terrible to me, and then no one would be left to visit Caesar's grave. So I never had the courage to speak. Thank you all.
Wait, no, please don't say it's gonna show a flipping memorial.
Thank you all for clearing Caesar's name. I never would have guessed that Lorenzo was the real Phantom Weasel. He never showed any signs that there were problems between him and Caesar in public. From the outside, it looked like they got along great. To think that lowlife's been living life to the fullest all this time, while at least his soul can finally rest in peace now.
If only I...
Don't blame yourself, Gemma. This isn't your fault.
Yeah, you still have the rest of your life to live.
Cheer up, Gemma.
Wait.
My brother's doing a magic show at the Opera House tomorrow evening. This show will be a special one. We're holding it in Caesar's honor.
In Caesar's honor? Oh, thank you.
Oh, great. We'll see you tomorrow evening. Traveler, Paimon, don't be late.
I won't be late.
Don't worry, we'll be there. No way are we gonna miss out on a free magic show.
Paimon, shut up.
Wait, Paimon feels like we're forgetting something. Oh yeah, Caesar's diary! We never found out if the two kids Caesar taught magic to were Linny and Lynette or not.
I swear if it says following day, I'm gonna cry. Oh my gosh. Wait, it said following day. I did the 2 following days. Oh my gosh.
I have to stifle a smile every time I remember the look on my...
Wait, so Peachy, you know how like how Sumeru's act is more of adventure and honor? Well, Fontaine is horror and mystery, and I mean flipping horror. This fountain, yeah, I don't trust it. I will be taking that though. Casually steals some gold from a fountain. Oh, Izzy, by the way, I'm changing. I need 3 power characters, so.
I'll bring my seasonings.
So for a Lenny, yeah, it was Layla. I need mono pyro for Lenny, cause like, I'm pretty sure the passive that I've unlocked, this one, once I send him, every pyro party member other than Lenny will have an increased 20% damage. So if I go mono pyro, I'm gonna have currently I have a 40% damage increase. If I just slap in another pyro character instead of Lynette, I'm gonna have a 60% damage increase. I don't trust this, because I see Lynette down there.
Paimon's excited to see another of Linny's magic!
Not this time. My brother's going solo today.
No,
So I'll be watching with you.
Good evening, ladies. The great magician Linny has prepared a spectacular show for us.
Thank you all so much.
Exciting stuff, isn't it?
Yes, it's just... It reminds me of him.
What do you... Oh.
No wonder. Caesar, so...
Well, I was out on the street once, and children love magic. And somehow...
Aw, that's so...
It was with a flower. He took it in his hand. I was so happy that day.
Oh, that's so cute!
Wait, what if...
Is that right? Then I suppose he's a... After all, you never know when the people dearest to you might be gone.
That's right. It's all over now. Paimon doesn't really know how to comfort...
Right. Yes, you can breathe easy now. Phantom Weasel.
See? Even when the Phantom Weasel, Lorenzo escaped, where is he?
What do you mean?
As Linny once said, a performer's job is to commit fully to their role and put on a flawless performance for the... But once the bag of tricks is empty and the curtain falls, it's time to end the show. The spotlight is no place for someone with no more cards up their... It's been 10 years, Gemma. Aren't you tired of the grieving widow act?
What are you talking? Traveler, Paimon doesn't like where this is...
Ladies and there will now be a brief
Damn,
intermission. The final performance will take place outside of the
got
Opera
no
House.
emotion.
Phantom Weasel never did like public places. Don't worry, this place will be quiet soon. Let's talk...
Lynette with a flip. Now wait, I'm going for Soyelon for this. Groba, damn it, no! Paimon looks so...
Dear me, this is awkward, isn't it? And unfortunately, I'm all out of gadgets, so I'm afraid I can't do any tricks till... This is a big mistake for a magician to make, but...
Lenny? Don't we have more? Lynette accused Gemma of being the real Phantom Weasel.
All in good time. Magicians are...
Really? Well, then...
Let's go back to the very beginning. A decade ago, when the Phantom Weasel was terrorizing the court of Fontaine. She never missed a target, never left a trace, and no treasure was safe from her thieving hand. But as her infamy grew, so did the readiness of the police, and her opportunities to act became ever fewer. Every day, she ran the risk of being exposed for who she was. Of course, she could not simply take this lying down, and before long, she found her ticket to freedom. She would create a scapegoat, a false weasel to close the chapter on her behalf. After weighing her options, she set her sights on a renowned magician, Caesar. After all, magic and theft shared enough similarities for people to buy the story when the truth came out.
So, being the master deceiver she was, the weasel easily earned Caesar's trust. Now, all that remained was to frame him for her countless crimes. But as she was considering how to make her move, she noticed Caesar's aggrieved pupil, and a new thought entered her mind. Maybe I don't need to get my hands dirty. At her encouragement, Lorenzo tampered with Caesar's magic box, causing him to fall to his death. Afterwards, Lorenzo seized his master's property, and the weasel set about tarnishing Caesar's reputation. Two co-conspirators committed the perfect crime.
Is he's been like, she's been here for the first hour of the stream. I was like in her world.
I've gotta hand it to you. You're both exceptional
And then I started doing the
storytellers.
story quest, and
It's
like
enough to
then
make
she
even
did
me
the
wonder
Archon
whether there
quest,
was
and then
really
she's
another
been dead on
mastermind
stream
behind
ever
all
since.
this. But I just have one question. You seem to think that I...
Don't worry, Lorenzo said nothing, but I never believed that he was the weasel. And in fact, my investigation only made me more certain of that. He was too forthcoming with his confession, as if there was something else he was trying to hide.
How disappointing. So you'd sooner trust Lorenzo than me? Even without a shred of evidence?
A magician is an expert at playing the audience to get the result they want. With a little help from Lorenzo, you put on a very convincing performance. The lovesick fiancé, whose devotion to her betrothed is unshakable, even under threats of violence. Caesar was maligned and hated by all for 10 years, but you? Everyone sympathized with your... Who would suspect for 1 second that the lovely young lady always seen weeping in front of Caesar's grave was actually the mastermind behind his
Wait, so you mean... But why would Lorenzo agree to that? And why didn't he sell her out?
Yes, why indeed? Maybe Gemma herself could enlighten us on that question.
Well, Linny, If you're so confident in having killed Caesar with his own hands, Lorenzo was plagued by overwhelming guilt. Revealing the Phantom Weasel's true identity would serve no purpose. But if the Weasel remained free, then she could take care of Lorenzo's loved ones.
Izzy, look at Lynette. She's so mad. Oh my god.
An excellent answer.
Is that right? Well, don't let me bore you. If you care to change the topic to something more interesting, I'd be much obliged.
As a matter of fact, there's one thing I've heard. Why would the real Weasel have targeted things that only have value to others?
Of course. After all, we're just telling stories. If I had to guess, I would say that the left to fend for herself after her parents died young. Betrayed, scorned, beaten. She'd scrounge waste paper from garbage bins to draw on, using twigs and dirt for lack of ink and pen. She'd sew ugly rag dolls from whatever scrap material she could get her hands on. This was her only source of happiness in life. But it was all she needed, and she was content. Until the world decided that even this, once again, she was betrayed. And this time, everything was taken from her. She felt like life was a miry pit that dragged her further down the more she struck. This was a fate too cruel for anyone to bear. Her pain became a breeding ground for dark thoughts. Thoughts which festered and grew. I detest the happiness of others. I will rob them of everything they hold to be good and true.
That's some...
Does this story...
Yes, it is quite to my tastes. Thank you.
Huh. That's right. Because without that, none of this would have ever come...
She didn't write the letter.
After 10 long years, I'd hoped that the Phantom Weasel would be consigned to the history books by now. But it seems like someone still... Lyney. Or should I call you the Phantom Copy?
Very sharp, Phantom Weasel. Well, no need for me to be coy about it. Our goal was to clear Caesar's name. The most straightforward way to change the public's impression of Caesar was to force the Weasel to show themselves. Of course we did. We made it quite clear in the letter, I believe. I shall take from you that which you hold most dear, just as you did to me 10 years ago.
10 years ago? Wait. Oh, I get it. You were those two obnoxious kids. He taught you magic back then, didn't he? For what, 10 days or something? And you went to all...
We remember all our debts, however great or small. 10 years ago, Caesar's reputation was torn to shreds, and his legacy was thrown out. 10 years on, and no one cares what the truth is anymore. But we did not forget. And...
What exactly did you take?
Free? Caesar once told me that even though the world... I think that applies to you too. Truth can take many forms. Life took many things from you, and those wounds never healed. When they ached...
What are you trying to say?
I'm saying that for the last 10 years, you've been living a rather uneventful life. Perhaps that's because you found something other than a life of crime. Back to Lorenzo for a second. He murdered his own master, played along with your act, and took pain. He knew who you were and the things you'd done, and despite that, he was willing to give everything up for your sake. You're more than just accomplices in murder. You're the only real friends each other has. So I think you know, deep down, that he is... But that truth is gone now. And I guarantee you...
Congratulations on your freedom, Gemma.
Slay.
Your freedom will cost you dearly. From now on, you'll be...
Gather around, one and all. The time has now come for the amazing... I'm sure you're all wondering...
A high-altitude escape?
I'm sure you all remember the magician Caesar. This was the very trick that led to his fate. But we have now learned that Caesar was wrongly accused.
Guess that's my cue to leave. Whew. I've been practicing this one for ages. Traveler, Paimon, I hope you enjoy the rest of the show. There may be a lot of people watching tonight, but you alone.
Lenny, wait. You two hid a lot from Caesar. He went to his grave without ever knowing your secrets. You don't have to tell lies to end up isolated and alone.
You're wrong. I'm nothing like you.
Damn.
Like Lenny said, when you're ready, let's head outside and watch the show.
But what about Gemma?
She'll figure out what's best for her soon enough. Oh, and if you'd like to see Lenny after the show, you know where he'll be. The usual haunt.
All right. Well, let's...
Ah, this is freaky.
Magic should be mysterious, surprising, and defy logic. Magic is hard work. Every single movement has to be practiced thousands of times.
It's alright. We're used to that.
We're sorry. You've taught us so much, but we can't tell you the whole truth.
It's okay. Do you still remember what I told you? This world is full of lies and falsehoods. I only hope that one day, you can find your own truth.
What about you? Have you found your truth?
Magic is my truth. I want to perform a magic trick so great that people will always think of me when they talk about it. For a magician, what greater honor could there be?
Look! Behold! Linny is sealed inside the box. Will he manage to escape? 10 years ago, Caesar attempted this very trick, and it was at this precise moment that...
Watch out!
I don't trust it. Let me know, please.
Mysterious.
Lenny.
Surprising.
Lenny, my boy.
And logic defying. Isn't that right? This honor belongs to you, Caesar.
What the f—
I'm just sorry it's a little late.
Did you see that? 1 minute he was falling, and the next...
How could he possibly...
How mysterious. I didn't blink.
What a heart-stopping magic show! Caesar's name has finally been cleared, and Fontaine's...
Looks like everyone really loved Linny's grand finale. Paimon doesn't see Linny anywhere. Oh, Lynette said he'd be waiting for us at the usual hunt. But, oh, you mean the one where Yeah, that's probably it. This whole magic show kinda seemed like Lenny's way of saying goodbye to Caesar. Alright, let's go look.
Now, do I need to go into Poisson again? Oh my gosh. Oh, Izzy? Albedo is most likely to be getting a rerun next, since his lost rerun was back with Nilu in 3. Yeah, Albedo. So then you can get Jade Cutter for Lynette. Oh, Alfredo.
Are you alright? I'm almost...
Magic is a performance art. A magician has to get creative to keep the audience on tenterhooks. I was honestly a little nervous during the live performance. The thought of falling, suddenly... Sometimes, I can't help but wonder what Caesar thought in those final moments. Did he regret taking Gemma and Lorenzo on? Or...
You know, Paimon's been wanting to ask you about something ever since we were in Caesar's workshop. You learned magic from
After I joined the House of the Hearth. To be honest, Lynette and I had an agenda when we approached. I told you about my past before, remember? As a young boy, I survived by secretly learning magic from street performers. I'd watch their tricks and try, but I quickly realized that observation alone could only get me so far. What I saw was the polished final performance, but the rigorous training they put in behind the scenes remained invisible to me. I needed to learn how to improve my sleight of hand, hone my misdirection skills, and make... We were gifted enough that we'd made some progress by ourselves. But without proper guidance from a professional magician, we quickly plateaued.
So that's why you sought Caesar out?
Yes. We figured there was no harm in asking, but it took us by surprise that he was so willing to... In all, we only spent 10 short days together, but he was very good to us. By contrast, we hid so many things from him. For instance, when he asked why I wanted to learn magic, I answered, but in truth, there was already a lot more to the story by then. After being taken in by an aristocrat for our magic talent, then betrayed soon after, what amazed me was how the lie escaped my lips even as I was hesitating over whether to tell him. Trust is a beautiful thing. Sadly, I'd forgotten how to trust by then.
Lenny...
Still worried about the way I feel? You really are a gentle soul, but don't worry, I'm used to it now. From the mansions of the elite to the House of the Hearth, lies and selfishness have followed me and Lynette everywhere we go. After Caesar went on tour, we became busy with our missions. The next we heard of him was that he'd fallen to his death, and was now declared to be the That night, I remembered his smile. But as I lay there, to keep secrets is to put up walls. The longer you keep them up, the less you let people in. Then, one day, you look around and you only realize how much someone really meant to you when you lose them completely. That's why I was so confident this would hurt Gemma. Because I felt it for myself.
Yeah, we've had to say our fair share of goodbyes during our journey too. But whatever, delicious food, fun toy, you know, Traveler, Doesn't that kind of make you Paimon's truth?
Exactly. It's the same for me and Lynette. We are the truest thing each other has in the world, and nothing can... Life has taken plenty from us, like it did from... That's why the darkness never consumed me, and why it never will. Maybe we live in the shadows too, but we remember every precious ray of light that... Alright, time to lighten this conversation up a little. What did you think of the show?
It was amazing! Paimon just wishes we hadn't been so distracted with the Gemma situation. We spent most of our time in the Opera House just talking and pretty much missed the entire first half of the... Lenny?
Whoa, that's a bit of a tall order, I'm afraid. The show's just finished, so my sleeves are...
Aw, come on! Surely you can think of...
Oh, all right then. I'll give it a go, but only because it's you. Watch closely. I have a flower in my hand.
You liar! There's nothing in your...
Huh? My goodness, you're right. But I could have...
3?
Now, have another look around.
Really? Let's see. Wow, there it is! Oh, this is a different flower from the last time, right? This one's called, oh yeah, a rainbow, but more importantly, Paimon has to know how the trick is done!
Well, if you want to learn magic, you...
Fine!
Since you asked so nicely, I'll share one little tip with you. Namely, the student of magic cannot solely rely on others being prepared to reveal their secrets. You have to
Is that it?
Look at the time. We shouldn't linger here too long. Thanks again for coming to see my show. I bid you both good night.
That smile.
I look forward to...
Shall we head back down too? Paimon can't wait to read the Steambird tomorrow. Let's head to the Steambird's offices tomorrow morning.
Then what the fuck did I just do?
I'm very sorry, Charlotte, but my sister and I are quite busy.
Oh, please, Lyney. I'll only take a moment of your time.
Huh? What's happening here?
I spent all night writing my piece about the Phantom Weasel. But just as dawn broke, I suddenly received news that Caesar's fiancée, Gemma, had contacted the guards and confessed to having been the real Phantom Weasel all along.
That was quick.
Too late, bro.
That was quick, you say? It sounds like I've got some catching up to do. Aha! My instincts did not lead me as...
Maybe watching my high-altitude escape trick reminded her of a better time with Caesar, and she could no longer ignore the voice of her...
Huh. Okay, then. Wait. Oh, I remember now! You and Gemma were nowhere to be found after the show. Quick-fire question. Where did you all go?
Oh, we went to the cemetery and Lyney did a private match. Actually, glad you mentioned it, because that reminds Paimon, guess what? Lyney started using rainbow roses in his trick.
What? I don't recall ever having received a rainbow rose from you myself. Is this supposed to mean that they're more important to you than your own sister?
Damn. Is he? Damn.
No, I just,
What now? This is good.
Seems like this interview wasn't meant to be. Forgive my persistence, but when there's explosive news waiting to be found, I can't turn away. The news about Gemma has already made waves. Apparently, one of the things she said to the guards was that her final wish is to see Lorenzo one last time. There's clearly a web of complicated relationships there. All right, I guess I'll leave you to continue.
Lynette?
Don't worry, I wasn't angry. I was just trying to distract her.
Oh, really?
Phew. You and me both, Paimon. You and me both.
Please, take good care of that rainbow road. I'd be really upset if you lost it.
Lynette, you said take good care of the rainbow rose, but your greedy brother takes them all. That scared me, I'm not gonna lie. I'm so mad. Anyways, I think I will end the stream right here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a good day or night. Bye-bye.